What's poppin', everybody? The Union. Got Visual up in here, and today our special guest is Lawrence of RBE. Salute, Lawrence.
Hey, what's good, everybody? Battle Rap Union, Visual, J Legend. I see y'all. Let's get it. Salute.
A.Ward.
Yep.
I think perfect for you guys. I did a blog. I don't know if you got to see it, discussing A.Ward and Sensa.
Okay.
Are you aware of who Sensa is?
I'm not aware of Sensa. I am aware of A.Ward.
Okay. Well, Sensa is a battle rapper from the UK. Was in Don't Flop, Chalked Out. I think he had a King of the Dot battle. Did he, Visual?
He's been around for quite a while.
Yeah,
Okay.
he took off a few years, came back, had a dope battle on Chalked Out against Shocks the Rebel, and then he comes out and he calls out A.Ward.
Okay.
And I think that sometimes I think that leagues, and I understand a lot of y'all, everybody's busy with personal life, doing what's best for your league, so on and so forth. But there are different battles that get put out there by just watching social media and watching some of these guys. And I think that an A.Ward and Sensa battle can be big, but I personally would rather, I think any league can pick it up, but I would rather see it for our RBE. And in my blog, I broke down multiple reasons why.
Okay. I'm going to have to check it out.
I think that RBE is the thing, but I think that, you know what, maybe it's better I just let you see the blog so you can break it all down, see how I broke it down. But I see when you guys are making moves in terms of this last card and then this card, it leaves somebody like myself to sit back and think, especially that I'm not only a supporter of RBE, but I'm a supporter of battle rap. And I see what the next level could be. And I think a guy like an A.Ward and even a matchup like him and Sensa brings a different attention to you guys. But, which is the bigger point that I was making, I think RBE is like the perfect mixture of the bigger platforms audience. I think RBE is one of such a mixed crowd. It's not more nerdy. It's not more street. It's not. It seems to be, especially in the venue, you see a great mixture of everything all together. And so I see a A.Ward who is labeled as a Christian rapper. I don't like to say it like that, but he's labeled as that. His style is different than a Loso. You see a guy like Sensa, who's from the UK, is very well known there. And to me, I just see a perfect opportunity for RBE, especially with that crowd, who is open to a guy like an A.Ward and open to a guy from across seas. And that might be another power move, bringing a guy from overseas like that. Is that something?
We've not had somebody from overseas on our stage. That is something I know I've thought about. Like, maybe we need to consider bringing somebody. I mean, I think at the time I was thinking more like a what's his name, Shoddy Horror. You know, somebody, just somebody from overseas over here to battle on the stage. I've really thought about that. So something I'll look into. A.Ward is definitely talented. I think one time we wanted to bring A.Ward to battle. I'm gonna throw it out there. Born. We wanted them. I'm not sure if they've already battled or not, but at the time they hadn't. If they have,
aren't they on the same team though?
They weren't on the same team at the time. Born is not the Four Horsemen. I don't think. I don't know, but we wanted to do that battle. I thought that'd be a crazy battle. A.Ward. I think they did battle. I could be wrong, but before they battled, or it's something we thought about. You know, I thought about doing, but I do want to see A-Ward on our stage next year for sure.
Yeah.
Who he battles, I'm not sure. You know how it goes, but yeah, I think he's definitely talented, no doubt.
I think you're thinking about
A-Ward
Yellow Tape Gang.
Yeah. And so is Born, right?
It sounds like he could be in there.
It's just I don't think the Four Horsemen are really, you know what I'm saying? I don't think the Four Horsemen are in the other groups, but I could be wrong. I don't know.
No, yeah, A-Ward is
He's
pretty
Yellow
much
Tape.
too. He's Four Horsemen and he's Yellow Tape Gang.
Okay.
And if I'm not mistaken, Born is Yellow Tape as well.
Okay, but you know they hasn't stopped. Who's in Yellow Tape? I've seen crews battle each other within each other. Like, you know what I mean? I could see them battling each other just to prove, well, I got the better pen. You know what I mean? And things like that. So, I mean, if it hasn't happened, I mean, you know, it is what it is. But I would like to see A-Ward on our stage. You know, no doubt.
Well, he's a hot commodity right now, and it looks like he's has a lot of eyes on him. From
I think somebody might. I could see Don't Fly picking up A-Ward and Sensa, right?
Yeah, but I want to see you guys. I want to see. I like I said, for two reasons. Like I had three, but whether it's not you guys, if it's another American league, I feel like it's just a power move. And then if you have that sort of matchup, and these guys Sensa doesn't need to call out A-Ward.
Right.
Sensa can call out one of the even bigger names and get that. For him to call out A-Ward and A-Ward, I see that matchup having so much potential. And again, I think RBE has the perfect mixture in terms of the crowd. RBE crowd is like more accepting, but at the same time, they're not gonna let you go up there and float some bullshit.
Right.
You know? But the other part, like I said, I think business-wise, to bring them eyes from overseas for someone as popular as Sensa, because even if you didn't do the A-Ward battle, when you get an opportunity to check Sensa out, when you see his style,
I'm gonna check it out.
I think it votes well. I think it will go great on the stage. So it will bring you guys a whole different audience. And then the third, last but not least, I'm selfish sometimes, and I want to be able to be there. I don't.
Okay. Thanks. I get it. No problem.
I want to be right there. I want to be standing in between both these dudes' paws when they battle it. I want to be right there on the spot. That's not a battle I want to miss at all.
Yeah.
You know?
I'd say more of an A-Ward for me. I would like to see an A-Ward on your stage because he's a hot ticket right now, and I think he's a safe investment.
Yeah, he's been on. I mean, he's come to our events, and I definitely think I would love to see him on our stage. I mean, at the same time, it's just like when I first saw Loso battle, like I want Loso on our stage, and I kept pushing, let's get him on our stage, and it happened. You know what I mean? So the same way I'm gonna push for A-Ward. I want to see him on our stage. I think he definitely is somebody. I mean, our crowd is definitely fair, like Jay Legend said. I mean, for example, when we had Pat Stay versus Danny Myers, crowd showed no bias. They were cheering either way. You know what I mean? Both sides. You know what I mean? So I want to see that. Yeah.
Yeah, they loved Pat.
Yeah. Hey, we haven't talked since that. But how you got Pat Stay versus Danny Myers?
It depends on the day.
And initially on the live, I had Pat Stay with a 2-1, and on rewatch, I actually gave it to Danny like a 3-0, soft 3-0.
Yeah.
I think Danny's bars, I just love Danny. So going back to it, Pat Stay's ups and downs. The downs kind of hurt Pat for me, just personal style, personal preference.
No, I feel you.
But he definitely made a great impact because I had him edging Danny the first time around.
Yeah. We also in the building. I thought Pat took it in a very close battle, and then when I saw it on cam, I'm like, damn, Danny might have took it. And to be honest, it's almost like going back and forth watching that. You know, that's such a preference battle to me. It's two completely different styles, and that's the kind of the beauty of it. There's so much replay value, so much to be talked about. You know, like you can go back and forth in a conversation about that battle so much. You know,
great battle.
Agree.
The culture wins.
Yep.
And
Yep.
It's
I
just
want
one
to.
of those. It's one of those where the coach wins.
I want to see Ilmac back. I love Ilmac.
Yeah.
And that's what
Ilmac
I'm going to
JC.
bring up next. Thank you. There you go.
That was yeah. You know what was crazy? We thought about Ilmac for this card that we have coming up this Saturday, actually. So I could see Ilmac being back next year because he did very well on our stage. And honestly, that battle with him and JC that surprised me, like, because I didn't know what to expect. This is the first time we had Ilmac on our stage. He's never battled. You know, it's been a while since he's been in New York. You know, and with JC, I mean, JC is JC. So for them to create a classic, in my opinion, is just kind of like, yeah, you know. So yeah, definitely.
I was tweeting about it the other day because I watched that battle for so many selfish reasons. I think highly of them both. I was thanking God I was there to be able to watch it. No one was standing in front of me or nothing. But that's another battle that has so much replay value.
Yeah.
So there's no exaggeration when I say I watched that battle over 10 times.
Mm-hmm.
So I watched it over and over. But the reason why I was going to bring that up was, A, I want to see Ilmac back, and B, Ilmac versus JC also further proved my point about the RBE crowd, because everybody was so open to what was about to happen on that stage, you know. Yeah. And again, it doesn't mean you could go up there and float some bullshit, because you're gonna get booed. You know what I mean? So it's, you know, no one is there looking to heckle anybody. That's not how it is. But they're not gonna let you go up there and just rob them for their money as well, you know. So that's why I just say, like, the crowd is such a dope mixture of different styles of fans. And I even like the conversations on the line and in the venue, just everybody going over what their expectations are. And I don't hear negative shit. Like, I don't hear people, you know, you have some crowds where people's like, well, if this guy ain't just a street rapper, I don't want to hear it.
Right.
If this guy isn't just this style of rap, I don't want to know. It's always a dope mixture. And then on the stage, again, one thing I think so many people love about the RBE is the matchups. Like, the matchups is just dope. And even times where I had a little doubt in the matchup, you know, I was wrong.
Yep. That's how it goes, man. So